The time is 12 noon on Tuesday afternoon, June 26, 2018. It is time now for the Peter Channel New News Award on this Tuesday afternoon, June 26, 2018. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Peter J. Wiggins. It is 12 noon and it is 74 degrees in Norton, Massachusetts. Top stories on the Peter Channel New News Report is Supreme Court upholds Trump's travel ban. Supreme Court also sides with California anti-abortion pregnancy centers. First look at the Tesla Model 3 Summon feature in action. Why non-smokers are getting lung cancer. Intern for demonstrators suspended for shouting at a curse word at President Trump. Was suspended but not fired. Health Secretary said no reason why separate families can't find children. Key science agency drops climate change from the mission priorities. Turkey's Erdogan might not be as untouchable as we all think. Trump falls for Kim Jong-un's latest bait and switch. Migrants on the initiative of Mexico's presidential campaign. GE is shrinking itself in even further by spinning off healthcare, exiting Baker Hughes. Chinese stocks enter bear market as trade war heats up. Is your Rite Aid closing or turning into a Walgreens store? Looking at stocks now. Up 33.31 points, remaining for 326.11. SP5 up 907 points at 2726.14, and Nasdaq up 30.44 points at 7562.84. Pro-Syrian government forces has escalated attacks against rebel-held towns at Syria and Assad's flee the area. Britain's Prince William met with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu Tuesday as part of his 5-day Middle East tour. Nearly 500 Yemenis are seeking asylum. In South Korea, only about 20 applicants could be approved for refugee status, according to the South Korean press report. Drivers on part of London's underground will strike during the U.S. President Trump's visit to Britain next month. And South Korea's military is being feeling disoriented following a series of postponements, according to a local press report. Federal authorities moved Monday to shut down the occupation of an immigration field office in Oregon by protesters who oppose Trump administration policies. The Supreme Court ruled on Tuesday to uphold President Trump's so-called Trump ban on migrants and refugees from several Muslim-majority countries. Michael Cohen's lawyers are arguing more than 12,000 files seized during the FBI raid should be protected inside an attorney's client and work product privileges. The Martian dust storm has covered the entire planet. NASA releases stunning photographs of the cataclysms of Jupiter. Modified polio vaccine helps fight deadly brain tumors. China calls for U.S. to reduce demand for opioids, and with CBD, marijuana-based medicine gets its first green light from the FDA. In Fall River, at 179 East Main Street, a building fire, and in Norwood, Medford, inbound to the Norwood Airport MVA Route 1 in Mars with a person trapped under a vehicle. Peter Chill News Time, 12:03 on this Tuesday afternoon, and it's time now for a sports bus. The Red Sox will take on the LA Angels the first of the 3-game series at Fenway Park. NBA legend Oscar Robertson asked where are the white athletes when the injustices are happening. France and Denmark gets World Cup's first 0-0 draw. Washington State quarterback Tel Hensley had CET parents said. And as the Sixers can have their cake and eat it too. Peter Chill News Time is 12:03 on this Tuesday afternoon. It's time now for a Peter Chill and Travis Transit check. Beep beep. Let's study off on the MBT where the shuttle bus is placed along line service between Oak Grove and Sullivan Square on Tuesdays through Thursdays from 9 p.m. to the end of the service range, and it started on June 26th. Otherwise, Camaro submarine ferries out. Looking good. Okay, look at the Dowers and Boundways of New England. In Rhode Island, 95 at the northbound side, so the Crescent Stretch. Newport Bridge on both ends is backed up 24 at the northbound side, so Tiverton Stretch. Route 60 eastbound side. Little Soldier Drive, the 16 Capture in Providence. 95 at the southbound side, it is over 152 at North Attleboro, Route 295 at Attleboro. 495 at the northbound side, Little Franklin Stretch. Out of the Cape, Border Bridge on the southbound side, a little slow. Route 60 eastbound side, Little Search from 134 to Dennis. Route 3 in the both ends is back between 18 and Weymouth down to Route 228 in Rockland. 7 Expressway on the northbound side, it is over between the Bridge 2 split down to the gas tanks and 128 at the northbound side, so for the Needham down the Wellesley Stretch. 128 at the northbound side, Rules are Route 3 up in Burlington. And 7 Expressway on both ends is backed up around the Mass Pike in Boston. 495 at the southbound side, Rules on the Marlboro Stretch. 190 on the southbound side, it is slow West Boston Stretch. 190 on the northbound side, also West Boston Stretch. 190 southbound side, low sort of Sterling, Massachusetts. Mass Pike eastbound side, low sort of Brimfield stretch to the Mass Pike eastbound side, low sort of Ludlow stretch. 291 on the southbound side, Ludlow sort and the Mass Pike in Springfield. 91 on both ends on the southbound side, so between Deerfield and Northampton. 91 on the southbound side, it is so low before Route 91 in Middletown, Connecticut, and Route 9 on the eastbound side, low sort of Middletown, Connecticut. 95 on the southbound side, so between New Haven and West Haven, Connecticut, and all the way down into Greenwich. And up in northern New England, 89 southbound side, low sort of 93 in Cork, New Hampshire, Route 101 westbound side, low sort of Everett Turnpike in Manchester, New Hampshire, and up in Maine Turnpike on the southbound side, low sort of Lewiston, Maine, and Maine Turnpike on the northbound side, low sort of Gardner, Maine, and 95 on the southbound side, low sort of Sherman on the Medway, Maine, and Interstate 879, 91 on both ends back to right, came to the left side, New York, Vermont, 8889, the northbound side, low sort of St. Albans, and Ottawa 50 on 55 for both ends back to right, 7 Quebec run, U.S. border. Peter Chill News Star is 12:06 on this Tuesday afternoon. It's time now for a weather report, and it is another winner in the weather department. Looking at the radar satellite loop, it shows it's clear as a whistle throughout the 6-state New England region. As we got temperatures throughout the region in the upper 60s, the low to mid 70s in southern New England, while still throughout much of northern New England, with a 43-degree reading from Mount Washington, New Hampshire. Right now, it's 75 degrees, the humidity at 41%. At Norton, Massachusetts, 2.49 degrees. Barometer between 2 inches, steady winds west-southwest at 2 miles an hour. Right now, forecast goes like this. Sunny skies have about 76 degrees. For this afternoon, calm wind. For tonight, mostly about 55 degrees, and southward about 6 miles coming at midnight. For Wednesday, most of the sun's got about 81 degrees, southward about 3 to 8 miles an hour. For Wednesday night, a chance of showers and thunderstorms may after 4 a.m. And increased skies about 61 degrees, southward about 6 miles an hour. Just by 30%. New rain amounts less than 10 minutes, possible amounts possible thunderstorms for Thursday. Chance of showers and thunderstorms, then showers likely will possibly a thunderstorm after 9 a.m. Thunderstorms produce heavy rain. Clouds got about 86 degrees, southward about 10 miles an hour. Just to the side, 21 miles an hour. Chance of 70%. Thursday night, chance of showers and thunderstorm rain before 11 p.m. Thunderstorms produce heavy rain, mostly clouds about 64 degrees, and chance of 40% for Friday. Sunday, the broadcast could be 86 about 63 degrees.